863.
Hello?
You can't hear me? 863, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Who's this?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, go ahead. Who's this?
All right, my name is Calvin Bell,
Calvin, what's up, brother?
and I'm calling from. Hey, what's up, brother? I'm a subscriber. I've been listening to you for it's going on like 4 or 5 months now, and I've been in and out with you around certain situations. The reason I'm calling tonight is because I just want to talk about this reparations for some of us or all of us black folks, and I just want to give my opinion about it. I feel instead of us cutting a check,
Oh, God.
that's just my opinion along with my wife or anybody else's, but
God.
I was just thinking the other day, like, okay, for us to get like you said, cut the check or whatever, I just think it should be installments instead of one lump sum. Let's just say, for example, they offer us, let's say, okay, the government say, okay, we're going to give you for slaves or everything like that. It's like, let's say $300,000, and it gives an option of taking a lump sum or in payments. I just feel that we should all, well, not all of us, but some amount of us, like African Americans, have who has made it. Let's say millionaires and billionaires. I don't think some of them, even though they might be from African descent, I don't think any of them deserve it. But I just think some of us who's making less than $300,000 a year or something like that deserve it. And my opinion is that we should be able to get installments instead of taking one lump sum. And I don't know how you feel about it. That's how I feel, because I just think that I don't think we all should get paid for what our ancestors had done in the past. So I just want to voice my opinion about it. So what do you think about that?
All right, Calvin. Calvin, my brother. Oh, Calvin, my brother. You said you in and out with me. You in and out with me. Like I'm sometimes off the mark. We got to stop going by what we think. You know what I'm saying? We should not go by what we think. We should go by what we know. We should go by this thing called precedents. Precedent is something that is a standard that has been set in the world that provides uniformity so that people aren't just doing shit. A precedent is a standard that has been set that people have agreed that, hey, this is a way that it's been done. This is the way that we do things. That's how it becomes a systematic way of pursuing a goal, like a system. So when it comes to the point of reparations, first of all, it doesn't sound like you are totally on board with the idea of what you don't really know what reparations is. You don't understand it. You don't really get it. Because you say things like, I don't think these other people deserve it. As if you're qualified to tell what other people are deserving because of money that they have or don't have in their checking account. Reparations is about a debt that's owed to a people for a grievance. It's a reparative measure. Get it? Like, it's not, you don't get to decide based on this person hit the lottery so they don't get reparations. If a tornado came and flattened your home, and it flattened all the homes on your block, and you had insurance that covered tornadoes, you have a claim because you had insurance. And the thing that happened to you, happened to your property. You were covered for that. It doesn't matter if you own another house in another block. It doesn't matter if you play basketball for the Lakers. You have a house that was flattened by the tornado, and you have a contract. And under that contract, you are covered for tornadoes. So that's the way I look at what you're saying about what other people are owed and not owed, because you don't think they deserve it because they already got money. Reparations is not about you a nice guy and you deserve something. It ain't got shit to do with it. It's got to do with not just slavery. These are all basic. If you've been watching my show, and you didn't see when I brought on scholars that broke down reparations, you on a computer calling me on your phone is a computer that is more powerful than the computer that I worked on and studied on back in the 90s when I was first in IT school. Your phone is more powerful, but you don't use it to look up reparations or what reparations is, or even understand what that entails. You live in a country that people were not able to buy land because they were black. We talked about that on this show. You didn't watch the show? How can people build wealth in a country if they're unable to buy land? Hundreds of millions of dollars was given out in the form of GI bills to white servicemen and women. Only 2% of black people were given GI bills, even though they went to war and qualified for them. How can you build wealth in a country? This ain't slavery. How can you build wealth in a country if you're not afforded the same opportunities to build the wealth because of the color of your skin? Reparations is not just about slavery, and reparations ain't something you can determine somebody deserves based on their financial status. Got nothing to do with it at all. And you say you sometimes in and out with me. Well, I'm out with you because I don't think you understand a lot of shit. And it's disgusting, man, that you took no time to look up any of this stuff. And I don't mean to be so hard on you, man. But Jesus Christ, brother. And this thing about installments and lump sums, why do people want to get bogged down in discussions about how, brother, we need to get in a position to make this a reality. How it's going to be dispersed, how it's going to be distributed, the form that it's going to take, that's something you don't even need to be worried about at the moment. It's like we got an empty refrigerator, Johnson. And you telling me you don't like baked chicken. We got a refrigerator with we got no power, right? We got no power to have to have a freezer on or the refrigerator connected. And we're sitting in a house with no refrigerator and no food, and you're telling me, how we gonna bake the chicken? And I'm telling you, we got so many other steps to go to. Well, man, look, man, long as you know, I don't like olive oil on my chicken. Like, motherfucker, we got all these other steps that we need to go to before we are at the point where we even need to be in the vicinity of discussing the olive oil on the chicken, that it's almost an insult to ask that question because it's not pertinent. You know what I'm saying? There needs to be an understanding about how funds will be distributed, but that's at another time, brother. Your job, Calvin, I want you to take time to understand what reparations is. I want you to understand why other people have gotten it in the past, that it's not this crazy idea that a bunch of lazy black people want free money. Okay, I want you to know why it's relevant, why it's a justice claim. Okay? And why it's not going to be an earth-shattering ideal for people who were enslaved for hundreds of years and then spent 100 years with no civil rights as people. as human beings in a country they paid taxes in and built for free, had no fucking civil rights. People got shot in the head and lynched. Babies were blown up in their beds. People were killed in churches. People didn't even go to jail for killing them. So brother, it's insulting, man, that you would not know this stuff and that you could watch my show and say you watch it for 4 or 5 months and not understand any of this stuff, that you really are that ignorant, that you'll be saying to me, what reparations for? I don't know what reparations. I don't get it. Why happens if people get money for slavery? Like, to be that ignorant and it'd be different if you were new. Because I know if a person's new, they haven't been exposed to this stuff, that's a whole different story, brother. But if you said you've been listening to this show for 4 or 5 months, I don't believe you. I don't believe you're that ignorant. It's impossible. Are you a plant? You must be a plant. Come on, man. You a plant. You know more than you let on. You just called up to fuck with me, right? You said, oh, man, Tim, I want this show to be fire. Yeah, I want to see Tim get pissed off. I love when Tim gets mad, man. You think he's going to fire now? Wait till I get him mad. Let's call up and fuck with him. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Let's call up and get his blood running. Let's call up and act like we don't know what reparations is. Yeah. Let's say we black and just say black people don't deserve it. Yeah, let's do that. Come on, man. You gonna do that, man? I don't know, man. Man, go ahead and do it, man. It'll make his show great. People love it when Tim gets mad. All right, I'm gonna call him, man. Go ahead, call him. I dare you. I'm gonna call him. Tell me that's what happened. Tell me this is all a game. I'm on, virtual candid camera or some shit. You know? Tell me I'm being trolled. It's a new internet game. This is a reality show or some shit. You teamed up with Mrs. Black. Y'all decided to make a blooper reel out of this shit. Because if you are legitimately that, if you're that dense legitimately, bruh, and you have legitimately been watching my show for months, if you don't understand redlining or civil rights, I mean, you didn't even listen to the show today where I told you black people are 14% of the population and own only 2% of the wealth. We didn't get the GI Bill, the New Deal. All we got was the Raw Deal. You listen to this, you don't get it? That we only make up 2% of black men, only make up 2% of male lawyers. Black women only make up 2% of female doctors. You think that's because black people are ignorant? We stupid. We don't like books. No books. No information. You still listening to that goddamn Chris Rock, old ass 20 years ago, unconscious, self-deprecating, self-degrading black jokes as if it's real? You still buy into that? You don't know black people and white people go to school about the same clip? But we got way more debt? That we even save more money for our kids to go to school than white parents on average when you adjust for income. But you believe stupid shit that's fed to you by a white supremacist country with propaganda. You really believe this shit. It's sad, bro. It really is. Hell, man, I got a candidate in Kentucky running for Senate. Oz. He know more about reparations than you do. He's a white guy in Kentucky. So I'm hoping that you are a plant, and this was all fun. Maybe one of my competing channels that don't like the fact that there's another black person in their space talking about reparations. It happens.